Hey, Empress Vibrant here. Hope everybody is bliss. So welcome to part 2 to my review on the new decks and the all signs reading, the angel oracle decks, the Angels of Abundance by Doreen and Grant Virtue. These are the little pocket size ones because I didn't manage to get the bigger ones. They're really, really beautiful cards. There's the backs of them, and they have abundance messages. So this one's talking about obstacles and blocks. This one's talking about attracting, not chasing. So some real classic imagery here. Really, really pretty cards and some great messages. I'm actually really loving the messages that have been coming out. Asks for your needs to be met. Just a few types of messages. So the abundance angels messages there on that one. I love those. And also the angelic love and relationship oracle cards, yeah, by Asha Rogers Webb and Corinne Webb. Some really beautiful imagery. I love the box on this one here. I love the blue against the gold. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And some of the imagery here. Sincere. It says someone close to you is sincere. Yeah, so possibly, you know, communication, wanting to know whether or not you can trust what someone has to say. We've got sacrifice. True love is selfless. Yeah, some beautiful imagery. And then one more, just to have a look. Mistakes. We all make mistakes. So possibly some stuff that has gone on with wondering whether or not we should forgive someone about something, and possibly it might be like, look, oh, we all make mistakes. Maybe it was miscommunication, maybe it was yada yada yada. We'll get into it as I get more familiar with the decks. I will be reading the guidebook to this one because it's got a really extensive guidebook with the meanings in it. Until I get comfortable with the deck, I'll be reading the messages, the meanings. I think it's always good to do that when you are getting familiar with a new deck. Once you have kind of, you know, got the gist of what each card is actually talking about, then you just let the intuitive messages come through, you know, and just channel that way. And then we also have Mindful Living Inspiration cards, Deepen Your Relationship with Self by Katie Ross. Really lovely. And I'll put the links down in the description box for these decks. These are what the backs of the cards look like. We have a message is physical body, sexuality, affirmation. I celebrate my sexuality. I choose when and how to express this side of myself as a living, vibrant expression of divine feminine force. Beautiful. Look how lovely that card is. And that's the back of that card. All of the cards have different symbols and imagery, like sacred geometry, whereas with the other ones they are quite uniformed. You know, they're all got the same, and that's kind of across the board with oracle and tarot decks, to be fair. But with this particular one, because we're dealing with different parts, it kind of breaks down into sections where it's like mind and emotions, and then you've got the spiritual body and the soul. So there's different things, like here again, look, that's a different image here, and this one's for the subtle body, and this is the 7th chakra energy. Yeah, so for the full breakdown of the cards and how to read them and all of those things, the review that's in part 1. And what I have done is that I have time stamped it, so you can go straight to the review or go straight to the readings. Yeah, because I know some people like to see what other people's signs are saying as well. So yeah, please like, share, subscribe and comment. Hit the notification bell so you'll be up to the time with the new videos. And I'm going to be kicking off with the Aries, as it is Aries season. Happy birthday, Aries. I hope you're bliss. So I'm going to pick from the Sacred Geometry deck to get an overall energy. What is the message that you have for Aries, please? What messages do you have? Oh, okay. Multi-dimensionality. Yeah, number 30. Okay, and look at that wonderful image. Yeah. So let's see what it says. The frequency of multi-dimensionality activates our awareness of our true essence, which is eternal and multi-dimensional. So I say again, multi-dimensionality. The frequency of multi-dimensionality activates our awareness of our true essence, which is eternal and multi-dimensional. Okay, all right. So Aries, it's about being multi-dimensional and recognizing that there are so many different levels to you. There are so many different facets to your personality, to the way you show up, to the way you connect with people in different ways. Different people in different situations brings out a different part of you. And it's talking about bringing out the true essence of who you are. So definitely in all situations, look about the situations that make you feel most comfortable, being around people that make you feel safe and secure and loved, because that way you will be your full self without holding back at all. And then obviously the multi-dimensional part of you is you can give as much or as little as you choose. So you are that multi-dimensional being. So even if you're around low vibrational people, you can still have a good time meeting people at their level, or just giving as much from your saucer and not your cup. And that way you can still protect your energy and be your true authentic self. So I really love that. So let's go into the Angels of Abundance and see what messages is here. What message of abundance do you have for Aries, please? What messages do you have for Aries? Okay, we have unlimited ideas. So the message says, your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas, guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is take divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come to fruition. I love that, and I'm going to say it again. Unlimited ideas. Your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have the complete access to the unlimited ideas guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is take divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come to fruition. Beautiful. Okay. I love that. Okay, so unlimited ideas. So not only are you multi-dimensional, you know, and have so many facets to you, it's about remembering your divine self in this space, whether it's saying how that you are connected to God's infinite mind, infinite knowledge, get, you know, in tune with the divine emotional intelligence, you know, that it's intelligence. There's ideas here, there are notions, there are epiphanies, things that come up, and you have access to that unlimited ideas for the fact that you are multidimensional. And you have to, again, look at that purple, that royal energy on both cards. So there is an energy around remembering your sovereignty, remembering your divine being here, having a human experience, and you actually can tap into the multi-dimensions, the dimensional word, to have what it is that you want in all these different spaces by utilizing the unlimited potential of the ideas and the fact that it's going to be bringing into fruition once you take the actions that you're guided to take. I like that, Aries. I like that a lot. Let's see what's going on with love. What messages do you have regarding love for Aries? Okay, we have ask. Ask your angels for help. Ask your angels for help. And I think this is about asking your angels for help to narrow down the things, the ideas that you do have, to take away fear and anxiety of possibly, sort of asking them to sort of quiet down this fear and anxiety so that you can full joy yourself, have a full experience. Like it says here, you're a multi-dimensional being. You have many ideas that you can tap into, and that will come into fruition. So keep it more on the positive side. See yourself doing wonderful things. Let's go into the messages of ask. I'm going to read from the guidebook, and I think this one's great because although it has, it has prompts, whereas these ones have a full message, so there isn't really a need for a guidebook with this one. But with this one, it just gives you a prompt. So it says, ask the angels for help. And we'll go into the guidebook to find out what the message is for ask. Let's have a look, see, where are you, ask. Here we go. So we have, ask the angels for help. You are not meant to go it alone. As all good psychics know, the angels want us to ask for help. We each have levels of what is called free will, which the angels respect, so the act of asking gives them permission to become involved and help. Assistance can come in many forms, such as a quick, successful resolution in a situation, or the strength to overcome an issue, etc. When you select this card, it is a reminder that when you need help, you should ask your guardian angels for support. You can do this by talking to them in your thoughts or by praying out loud. If they hear you, just ask them for help. They are available at all times. I love that. So just ask, Aries. Just ask for the clarity that you want. Ask for the assistance that you require in new situations, in navigating situations that feel unsure or new, So lastly, let's go into the Mindful Living deck here for some words of affirmation and encouragement for Aries. What words of affirmation and encouragement and inspiration do you have for Aries, please? So many. Right, so I had this earlier on, mind and emotions. So I think again it goes back to the fact that you're a multi-dimensional person having so much different experiences on different levels, tapping into the unlimited ideas that you have, and also kind of working out where and when it is to ask the questions, or when it's time for you to just go forth with what you... There is a purple theme going on. Look at this lady, she's in purple. So possibly purple is a very powerful royal colour to you, because look at the background, that's purple here, and then we have purple again. So I feel as though purple is a power colour for you, Aries, and I would say if you have that colour, it would be good to wear it especially if you're going into a situation you're feeling unsure about. Put on that Power Royal colour, and I'm sure it will invoke that sort of energy within you, and you'll walk different, and your back will be straight and your head will be held high. So, there's a kind of energy with this. So mind and emotions, it has managing frustration. So the affirmation for managing frustration is, I am centered in my body. I dissipate frustration by using tools such as breathing, walking, a glass of water, or chanting a few rounds of mantra. Okay, so again, managing frustrations. Yeah. I am centered in my body, and I dissipate frustration by using the tools such as breathing, walking, a glass of water, and chanting a few rounds of mantra. Okay, and it's a beautiful card as well. And again, at the back, that purple image, so there is definitely a theme of purple for you. So yes, you are multi-dimensional. Go forth and have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful birthday. Happy birthday again. Enjoy your season, and yeah, let's get it. Okay, so up next we have, I've got written down Leo. So let's see what's going on for Leos. Okay. Hey Leo, how you doing? I hope you're well. So these are your angel messages for April 2022. What message do you have for Leo? Oh wow, the way that card just flew out. Oh, I've had this earlier on as well. So we have kindness. The energy of kindness reminds us to be considerate and wise in our interactions with others and ourselves, and to find the root of our love through the connection to source. So I say again, kindness. The energy of kindness reminds us to be considerate and wise in our interactions with others and ourselves, and to find the root of love, find the root of our love through our connection to source. So again, being kind to self and others, and you may be able to do this by connecting to source. And if you see that there is this green energy, so we're talking about our heart space. So when we're connecting to source, we're able to connect to that heart space, to find an equilibrium, to find some inner standing and balance in situations, so that we are able to have kind words to say in situations that may be quite difficult or quite taxing on the heart, or things that are not kind of going the way you would like, but they're asking you to be kind to others and yourself. And you're able to do this when you're connected to that divine source energy. So I'm loving that. So be kind to yourself and others in this time, please, Leo. Yeah, and I feel like it's even connected to be kind in your pursuits, or your pursuit of perfection almost. It's like you've got a real go-getter energy going on, and you want things done in a particular way, but I think sometimes you're not that kind to yourself. You're quite hard on yourself about how things transpire or how they look. So be very flexible, I would say, and be open, be kind with yourself. So let's see what the angels of abundance have to say. Okay, we have cooperation instead of competition. I like that. And then we also have gratitude list. So definitely take some time to write a gratitude list. What are you grateful for? Because that was at the bottom of the deck that came out. So the card that is for you is cooperation instead of competition, and that will serve you being kind to others. So if you are able to be in cooperation with people instead of competition, then there's less need for the snipes or, you know, extra friction. So the messages: cooperation instead of competition. What's yours is yours, and no one can take it from you. There is no need to compete, as there is an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. With cooperative partnerships, you can accomplish anything. So I say again, what's yours is yours. No one can take it away from you. There's no need to compete, and there is an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. With cooperative partnerships, you can accomplish anything. Yes, yes. With that coming together, you can, you know, and that way you'll be able to be kind and work well and effective with those around you. I like that. I like that. Cooperation instead of competition. So angels are saying to you, yeah, you know, be kind to yourself. Don't put yourself under so much pressure. And also don't be in so much competition with yourself, trying to beat yourself, because sometimes you put too much pressure on yourself. And if you don't feel that you've hit the mark, then you're not very kind with the words or the thoughts that go through your mind. And then that is sort of almost like a self-sabotaging energy, you know, and it can kind of form a quite unhealthy viewpoint or behavior, you know, especially with others. If you are in competition with others and you don't feel like they're, you know, they're worthy or something, or not even worthy, but it's like are they a worthy opponent? And maybe that's where you might not be feeling like, you know, the most nice. But if you connect to source and want, you know, you get to that stage where you're like, you know what, we're all connected, you know, their strengths, you know, they have strengths and weaknesses, I have strengths and weaknesses, so let me build upon my, you know, my areas, and then let me support that person build upon their areas. And that's where that teamwork is great, because it's not about the competition, more about the cooperation, and so much can be achieved when you work together and utilize everybody's skills. So yeah, I like that. So the messages around love, we have commitment. Congratulations, it's time to celebrate. So it looks like somebody is wanting to commit, you know, and possibly it's committing to a project for some of you. This is you know, committing to your partner in a relationship. Maybe you've properly decided, look, we've gone at it a few times and maybe my heart weren't really in it, but this time I'm willing to go and give it a good chance, a good college try, you know, and actually utilize the people I have around me, and be full and intentional about this relationship, instead of kind of sitting on the fence or just seeing it as a pastime. Do you get what I mean? So it's something that you're doing just to pass the time, or something casual, and you know, it feels like there's someone in the background who's been kind of wanting something a bit more full. So I quite like that. So we have commitment. So, oh, did I just lose commitment? Ugh, Jesus. One moment. Oh, here we go. So, the meaning around commitment is: congratulations, it's time to celebrate. When two people make plans for the future together, it demonstrates a shared commitment to each other. Formally announcing that you're a couple, living together, becoming engaged, or getting married, all of these actions show mutual commitment. There is a sense of exclusivity when a commitment is made that excludes others from forming shared romantic relationships with either partner. When you select this card, the angelic realm is indicating to you that you may be about to enter into a new level of commitment with a partner. If you are currently single, this may mean that a relationship is on the cards for you. If you are ready for a relationship, you may find that the commitment you have towards each other deepens soon. Oh, I like that. I like that. I like that. So it's about that deepening bonds and becoming exclusive and clear about your intentions, what you're wanting, and making the other person feel secure in that exclusivity, that nobody else can come in that, you know. And that should even include competition, or, you know what I mean, shouldn't be in competition with your significant other. It should be based on love, that you connect back again to source, you know. So I like that. So lastly, let's get some words of inspiration and affirmation for Leo. Okay, so we have mind and emotions, staying centered, staying in center affirmation. Staying in center affirmation. I take 3 long, slow breaths. I am centered. I take 3 long, slow breaths. I am centered. And I think that will help you balance out that kind of urge to compete, the urge to say possibly some unkind words, or not be as considerate of people's feelings, you know, and of the time that you need for yourself. So staying centered, take some slow, deep breaths and recite to yourself that I am centered, you know, and that way you're able to make informed decisions. You're able to utilize that energy of kindness, so that oh my gosh, I'm talking about half of the deck. 1 second. So that was crazy, the way the deck just flew like that. So again, be mindful that if you are not centered, and that you put competition in front of your commitments, or in front of, you know, the way you communicate and interact with people, and you're not considerate, things are possibly could just lose control and fly out of your hands, and it could go way out of control. So be very, very mindful. I use everything as a sign, and the way those cards just flew out of my hands, Leo, be very, very mindful that things can get out of hand very, very quickly if your focus isn't in a positive and centered place. Okay, so big up yourself, my lovely Leos. So, angel message for Sagittarius. Seem to be doing all the fire signs all in a row. Just happened to be like that. Okay. So let's have a look. Sagittarius, how are you? Let's see what the angels have. What messages the angels have for you? What messages do you have for Sagittarius, please? Oh, lovely. Number 13, commitment. So there is commitment on the cards. So the frequency of commitment supports our ability to devote ourselves in all aspects of our beings, and with unwavering belief. Oh, wow. So it seems like Sagittarius, you guys are on a specific journey where you are devoting your time, your energy, and your effort into your self-development. For some of you, this is your business. And for some of you, this is, you know, across the board, you know, home, dealing with those inner stuff. Some people are still doing some real in-depth shadow work, and there's a real commitment to that particular task or that particular process, because the knowledge is that with that commitment to self and that discipline, that you will yield great results later. And I think it's about breaking generational curses, you know, and changing the trajectory of things through your actions. So let me read that again. That was like, oh, I felt that one. That was powerful. There was a lot going on for Sagittarius right now. A lot of introspection, a lot of work on self. Be gentle with yourselves, but I'm glad to see that you are becoming disciplined. If you are not there yet, then you are on your way to committing to yourself, which means that you are being disciplined and intentional about what you want for your future. And I'm really, really happy to see that, Sagittarius. So, commitment. The frequency of commitment supports our ability to devote ourselves in all aspects of our being and with unwavering belief. Wow. That's that real conviction. I'm loving that, Sagittarius. Yeah, I definitely feel that for you. And with that unwavering belief, I think it's that belief in self and that belief in, you know, where you want to see yourself. You know, you see yourself doing great things, big things. And you see the commitment that you've made to yourself has been one that has been priceless, you know, and life-changing. So if you're not quite there, these are the words and these are the feelings or the emotions that will come when you start committing to yourself wholeheartedly in all aspects of your being. I love that. So what messages of abundance does the angels have for Sagittarius? Okay, so we have 2 that's come up. Actually 3, but I feel as though there's one that's specific for you, but I want to just read the tops of them, because one is definitely your card, and I want to just do one card each. Yeah, and I'm being told that it's the organized for success. But the other energies that came out, what you need to consider is take a divinely guided chance. So divinely guided chance talks about when you get that intuitive nudge to do something different. All change comes with a level of risk, you know, and you just got to be intentional about what you want and have faith that all will be well. And that's pretty much the energy. So take the divinely guided change, and then we have positivity, faith, and optimism. So again, it's giving you that energy, so that commitment to self, that discipline that allows you then to take that divinely guided change, which is the commitment to yourself into becoming who you want to become. Somebody who is committed to yourself and who is successful and thriving by taking that guided change. And then positivity, faith, and optimism is what you use to do that, you know, and you ask for that support, you know, with that faith and that optimism that, yeah, things will get better when I commit to myself, when I have discipline, you know, when I show up for myself and show myself that self-love. So I'm really happy to see that. But that commitment is directly correlated with organize for success. Yeah, organize for success. So it says, do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it's simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan for the next action steps. So again, do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, Your living and workspace and your finances will help you know and plan your next action steps. Amazing. Amazing. And that just makes sense with this unwavering belief that change can happen and that you deserve to have that, but that comes from that commitment to self, and being open and honest with all who you are, because it's about who you are at the core, isn't it? All aspects of your being. I love that. And that devoted energy. So let's find out what messages the angels have regarding love for Sagittarius. What's the message regarding? Oh, that's very clear. Again, commitment. So, and that was just on itself. Again, so we just had that for Leo. So that commitment. There's a lot of commitment going on here, you know, and this one's talking about that commitment to a relationship. I won't read it again, but the overall gist is when you've moved something for the next level, you know, you're committed to a partner, you're committed to yourself, you're committed to your projects. You know, this is where you're maybe now telling people that you're exclusive. It's your partner now. You're moving in. You're going to get married. It's a fiance. This project that I'm doing, I'm really, really putting my effort in. You know, I'm going to be diligent. I'm devoted. And I feel like whoever you are devoting your energy to, or whatever partnerships you are forming, it's very positive, because all involved are making that commitment alongside you. But it's come off the back of watching the way you do things. So Sagittarius, the way you do things is inspiring somebody else to show up in a big way for you, because they see that what you're doing. So it's like that kind of notion that God helps those who helps themselves. So because you are diligent and you're devoted to yourself and devoted to your commitment in what you believe and what you are striving for, it allows those who are in partnership with you to want to mirror that, to want to give to you the energy that you give and that you put out. So keep that energy going, because that's beautiful. So whatever it is that you are committing to, or whomever you are committing to, this is a beautiful space, and it's very powerful because there is a lot of intention there. And to be intentional about what you want is key. Is key here. So let's go in for the inspiration and affirmation, and this is the one by Katie Rose. Gorgeous cards. So let's see what messages of inspiration and affirmation we'd have for Sagittarius. Okay, so we have energy for the subtle body. Okay, so that's the energy field around our actual body. So we have third chakra, energy center, affirmation. I live in my power. I do not give my power away, but rather share it with others when I choose to. Third chakra, energy, affirmation. I love that, because this is from the solar plexus energy. So it's about our willpower and the things that we want to do. So I like the fact that, you know, we're talking about the will to want to give, but in your own, at your own pace and unapologetically, and you're in control of the situation. So third chakra, energy center, affirmation is, I live in my power. I don't give my power away, but rather share it with others when I choose to. I love that. Yeah, I love that. Yes, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay. So Sagittarius, there seems to be a lot of things that you are committing to. And I'm so glad that overall you are committing to yourself. because yes, indeed, it is about committing to yourself first, giving yourself that self-care, that self-love, so that you have everything that you need to then support those around you. I like it a lot. Okay, well done, lovely Sagittarius. I love it. So the next one I have written down is Libra. Hey Libra gang. So I'm a Libra too, so I'm gonna be curious to see what comes up for us. Let's see, shall we? So Libra, so let's see what messages do you have? What messages does angels have for Libra? And what messages do you have for us? What messages do you have for Libra? What message do you have for Libra? Wow. So we just had solar plexus for the previous reading, and now we've got a solar plexus here again. So third chakra, solar plexus. So it has the energy of the solar plexus chakra helps us to realize who we are and who we want to be, so we can set a course towards our goals. See, that willpower, that drive. Who are you? Who are you wanting to become? You know, so it's about that expression, that desire to be more, to level with yourself, to find out who you are on a on a real intimate level. So again, the energy of the solar plexus chakra helps us to realize who we are and who we want to be, so we can set a course towards our goals. Oh, I'm loving that. Yes. So it's about us really tapping into it. Who are we? And who are we wanting to become? And it's a beautiful time in this new moon energy that we are setting the intentions, and that we are recognizing the change and development and who we need to become in order to be the successful person, or to have the life that we dream of and that we desire. And it's about that drive and determination to become, you know, but first being comfortable and accepting who we actually are in this moment, and having, you know, thanks for, you know, the lessons that we've been learning, because all of this wisdom is meaning that we're doing things a little bit more differently, Libra. Do you know what I mean? We're pushing the boat out a little bit more, getting more creative. For some of us, we're definitely getting more tech savvy. We're taking things to the next level, and like it says, once you know what it is that you want or who you are becoming, then you can set a course towards that goal and take the steps that's necessary. And it doesn't have to be a rush. It's about the drive and the will to become. So I love that. So let's see what the abundance angels message is. What message of abundance do you have for Libra, please? Messages, thank you. And then again, organize for success. I think Sagittarius had this as well. So organize for success. I like that. So again, the fact that we have the solar plexus energy, and it's talking about our determination and our will to keep going. Who are we and who are we becoming, so that we can plan for our next steps. And then we've got organize for success. So it makes sense that we are moving towards that sense of completion and accomplishment. You know, that's what we're working towards, getting things done and feeling accomplished, and like, yeah, I'm you know, especially those who are getting tech savvy like myself. Certain things I've been able to do, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't think I was I'm learning stuff, you know. So let's see. Organize for success. Do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know, excuse me, know and plan for your next action steps. I love that. I'm going to say it one more time again because it hit like that. Do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan for your next action steps. Yes, 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 I claim it. Let's get ourselves ordered. Let's get things done. And as I tick things off of my list, I'm feeling so much more confident. So yeah, keep going, Libra land. Let's go, Libra gang, Libra gang. Let's do this. So let's have a look. What messages of love do you have? These love angels, what message regarding love for Libra, please? What message do you have? Oh, okay. Okay, so we have manifest. Be clear on your outcome. See, again, who are we becoming? Who are we? What do you want? Organize. Start taking steps towards it. Let's get clear so that we can manifest. And then it goes, be clear on your outcome. So again, be clear. And Libra, listen, you can see all the air around us. Yeah, we're up in the sky, always in our heads, always thinking we want lots of things, but we do need to be clear and concise about what it is that we want. So let me read what this energy of manifest is talking about. So Libra loves, manifest. Be clear on your outcome. The card meaning. It is often said that you need to begin with the end. What? Let me start again. Sorry. So, it is often said you need to begin with the end in mind. What this suggests is that it's important to know what your outcome is when you begin to work towards it in order to achieve it. This is especially true when manifesting is involved. The art of manifesting involves first visualizing a clear objective, towards which an outcome you will then work, whilst trusting the angelic realm to handle the elements that are beyond your control. This principle applies in relationships too. When you select this card in the angelic realm, it is reminding you to be clear about what you want in your relationships. The person who drifts into a relationship without assessing a long-term stability of the partnership may find that at some point in the future they realize that what they want in life is not compatible with the relationship that they are in. Whilst in contrast, the person who has a clear sense of what is important to them in life with realistic expectations is likely to enjoy seeing their reality match their dreams to one degree or another. Clarity is important to you now. Wow. That just hit me in my chest. So yeah, we need to be clear about what we're saying, what we want in our relationships. Being clear about our goals, you know, in our more financial, you know, stability world. But I love the fact that it's the same kind of energy with that relationship as well, making sure that we're clear about what it is that we want, Libra. I love it. Yes, 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 yes. So let's get some words of affirmation and inspiration here from the Mindful Living by Katie Ross. Really beautiful cards. Messages of affirmation do you have for Libra, please? Inspiration and affirmation for Libra. Oh. So we have Warrior Goddess Archetype affirmation. I like it. So Spirit and Soul is what this affirmation is for. So Warrior Goddess Archetype affirmation. I am able to hold strong in my own intuition in face of any confusing and varied voices around me. I know who I am and what I believe in and stand for. I like that, because then it goes again, who are you? Who are you becoming? You know, being clear and organized about it, working towards that goal, so that you are manifesting, that you are clear on what it is that you are wanting. And I love the fact that we're talking about that Warrior Goddess Archetype affirmation. I love that. Okay, Warrior Goddess. So the affirmation is, I am able to hold strong to my own intuition in face of many confusing and varied voices around me. I know who I am and what I believe in and stand for. Yes, Libra gang. Don't let nobody fall up your head. Don't let nobody sway you. You know what it is that you're doing for you. Yes, Libras, stay on job. Get it done. I'm loving the energy. Okay, Libra. Yeah, that feels good. That feels good. Yeah, I claim that. Yeah, we be working to manifest. We be keeping we be trying to keep our head above water. Trying to organize our ish and that. Lovely. So we have next up Capricorn. So let's see what's going on for Capricorn. Hey Cappies. So Capricorn, let's see what going for you. What's going on for Capricorns? What message do you have for Capricorn, please? Okay. Oh, Capricorn, romantic love. The frequency of romantic love supports our experience to know ourselves through the reflection of a conscious lover. Oh, I like that, a conscious lover. So we're learning ourselves through. So I like that, Capricorn. So it's like almost your relationship with somebody who's conscious, like who is going through a spiritual journey that's specific or quite groundbreaking to you. I feel like they're on a different frequency, and you're then learning your strengths. You're learning to go a bit more deeper through this romantic love that you have for somebody. I think the way they do things makes you look at yourself. The communication you have makes you reflect more. And they make you want to be a better person. So I love that. So the frequency of romantic love supports our experience to know ourselves through the reflection of a conscious lover. Wow. How amazing is that? I like that. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, they make you feel like, I never thought of it like that. Okay. You know? And then you get to see the parts of yourself that maybe is hidden to you when you are vibing your significant other, and the way they do things and the way they say things kind of, you know, maybe they allude to you. They do things and it's like, oh, I do that. Sharon, I need to allow that. You know, like that. Sometimes people mirror you enough so that you can see yourself. And sometimes it's good things and sometimes it's not so good things, you know. But then it makes you have a level of tolerance or a level of empathy about a situation or how people move when you actually realize that you kind of have similar traits, you know. So let's see what the abundance angels have for you, Capricorn. What message of abundance do you have for Capricorn, please? Okay, so we have clean energy food. We have another one here. We have windfall of abundance. So it looks as though that there is a windfall of abundance. It looks like there is money and all things good coming in for you with this abundance energy. But I feel as though this is the main energy. I just wanted to kind of say that. So things are coming to you. The floodgates will come open. You will have more than you had first anticipated. So be optimistic, keep an open mind, and take the opportunities as they come, because the floodgates for abundance is actually on its way with this windfall energy. But your main energy that I've been told to read here is clean energy food. So it says, when you fuel your body with a healthful organic diet, you increase your energy levels and the ability to focus. This automatically leads to more efficiency, better ideas, and a higher vibration, which attracts golden opportunities and beneficial relationships. Again, that makes so much sense. So for those who are not might not be in relationships and sort of like, oh, what's all this romantic love stuff? If you're not at that stage, then your clean energy foods are going to support you. You're going to have more energy. You're going to be more efficient. You're going to have so much more higher vibration that is going to bring in fresh energy, and that fresh romantic love can come in, because it talks about that. So I'm going to say it again. Clean energy food. When you fuel the body with healthful organic diet, you increase your energy levels and the ability to focus. This automatically leads to more efficiency, focus, better ideas, and high vibration, which attracts golden opportunities and beneficial relationships, folks. So I'm really loving that energy. Yes, come true with it. Come true with it. I like it. Yes, I do. Because the more live foods that you eat and the less saturated fats and stuff like that means you do have so much more energy, and you're more likely to interact and to communicate and be open with people, especially if they're coming with something different. You know, they're coming with a different conscious perspective than you're possibly used to. But there's much growth there. I like that. So we have, what messages do you have for love for Capricorn, please? What love message do you have for Capricorn? Oh, we've got curiosity. I think we had that for Aquarius, I think, earlier. Curiosity. Learn to be curious about each other. Okay. Because it was in the previous video, I will read it. But once the messages do come up in the same reading, I won't read it again. But it's quite a short one, but nonetheless very, very poignant. So, curiosity. Learn to be curious about each other. When we're interested in our partner, we maintain a level of healthy curiosity about who they are and what they like. We strive to learn more about them in order to love, understand, and support them better. Being in habit of having regular healthy curiosity about our partner shows that we are interested in them, which demonstrates affection. When two people retain an open and curious mindset towards each other, the relationship is likely to thrive. When you select this card, the angelic realm is encouraging you to maintain a healthy curiosity towards your partner when you are in a relationship. I like that. Okay, so Capricorn, it's about asking your significant other, the people around you, how are you doing? What's going on? You know, what do you like? What don't you like? You know, it's about getting to the crux of how you can love your significant person, you know, in the best way. And like I said, for those who are not necessarily in a relationship as yet, or maybe that's not what you're on, then it's about making that, being curious about where you're at. How do you feel, you know, with your interactions? I like that. So what words of affirmation, inspiration do you have for Capricorns? There's a lot of energy around I just love the fact that there is this energy around knowing more aspects of ourselves, and the fact that we're learning that through other people, and the fact that you are being asked to be curious, dig deep, ask people questions, you know what I mean? Get to the crux of why people do things. You know, if you have people around you who have cleaner diets, you know, maybe you ask some questions about how that goes. How do they feel? What are the benefits? You know, you being curious means that you learn more. Maybe you learn different things about yourself. Maybe if you start trying to do something different, you know. So I kind of like that energy, and it shows that you have to be outside of yourself, not so introverted and, you know, self-centered, that actually there is much to be learned by communicating and asking the right types of questions. So I like that. And then lastly, we've got the subtle body energy, 6th chakra energy, affirmation. My intuition is awakened and I trust in it. I like that. I do. So the 6th chakra is talking about our third eye. So yeah, the 6th chakra energy center affirmation is, my intuition is awakened and I trust in it. My intuition is awakened and I trust in it. Yeah, man, I love that. I love that. So yeah, listen to your intuition on the types of things you should talk about, the questions you want to ask. You want to get more intimate with somebody, you want to know a bit more, ask the right questions, and you'll have those intuitive nudges when it's time to get to that more deeper level, and when it's time to have some fun, and when it's time to connect on a different level. Okay, lovely. Okay, Capricorn, lovely, jubbly. And then lastly, last but certainly not least, Taurus. Okay. Yeah. So let's see, Taurus, wagwan for you. So, Taurus, I hope you are well. Your birthday season soon come. So happy birthday in advance. Probably do another video where it is your season and I'll give you a full big up. So Taurus, what message do you have for Taurus, please? What message do you have for Taurus? Oh, ooh, that's not clear. It's far too many. I want a clear message. That was so many. Well, if you want a personal reading, oh my gosh, that is the second time. Things are going on, Taurus. Okay, Taurus, the way those cards just flew out my hand, listen. So what I'm hearing regarding that, because I take everything as a sign. You're going to have to free up some of the responsibilities, free up some of the tasks, because there's too much. You've got too much on your plate. Some stuff needs to come off, and it just means a few things might just end up falling through. Don't be upset about things that have not necessarily gone the way you want them. Possibly divine is working things in the background for you because you've got a lot on your plate. You're doing great. You know, there's much work that's going on under the surface, a lot of teamwork. I see that you're opening up more, you're asking more questions, you are trying to connect on a deeper level to understand things, not allowing your fear to take over. But I think that anxiety energy means sometimes things are a lot for you, and I think the way them cards flew out of the hand, be very, very mindful. You may have too much on your plate at the moment. So yes, take that as it resonates. So let's go again. What message do you have for Taurus, please? Okay, that's better. Wow, commitment again. So again, I'm loving to see this. Commitment has come up a few times in this section of the reading, and it's great to see because this is where you're committed to yourself, where you are becoming more disciplined, you're devoted to becoming another version of yourself. You are wanting to be a better parent, a better team player, a better colleague, a better, you know, you're developing, and you're wanting to up level on what you've already got, because you're already doing great. And the fact that you are committed to your family and committed to things going well and your contribution is great, but we have to ensure that there's a balance there, that you're not giving too much, because yes, it's about contribution, but it's also about ensuring that you are giving yourself the level of care that is necessary, so that you can stay committed to the things that you are committing yourself to. But if you do too much, you're likely to burn out, and then you will not see things through, which will make you feel bad when you let people down, etc., etc., and so forth. So be mindful of that, Taurus. So commitment. The frequency of commitment supports our ability to devote ourselves in all aspects of our being and with unwavering belief. So again, the frequency of commitment supports our ability to devote ourselves to all aspects of our being, all of it, and with unwavering belief. So, yeah, possibly parent, sibling, child of, you know, business owner, such and such and such. There's so many different versions, there's so many different parts of who we actually are, and it's about being devoted to all of them. And it's not a thing where we're trying to say juggle absolutely everything on the plate. And this is why I feel them cards went, because I feel like you're trying to juggle everything. You're trying to be everything to everyone all the time, and that's not the best recipe for the future. Don't try to be everything for everybody all the time. Give yourself some time so that you can give from your saucer and not from your cup, so that you're cool, you're not being depleted, but you're still committed to yourself with your beliefs in togetherness. You want oneness, and I feel that you want oneness, you want togetherness, you want things to be smooth, you know, and I think you're committed to stay in the course and to showing people that you're serious about things and that you're here. But like I said, be mindful about that. So let's see what the angels of abundance have to say. Release jealousy, and we've got obstacles and blocks are lifted. For me, the first card that fell to the ground was the main card, to be honest with you, which is obstacles and blocks are lifted. I really like that, but I want to read this anyway. Yeah, I don't know, I've been told to read both. I feel like this is for two different groups of Taurus. I've been quite strict on just doing one card, but you have to heed the message. The messages, I've got to read this one first, but the main card is the second. So it says, release jealousy. Jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something, and the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's successes inspire rather than frustrate you. If you can have it, so can you. If they can have it, so can you. Okay, so if you see, if it almost looks like people have got their stuff sewn up and it's so annoying, so they just always seem to have things, sewn up, they got things done, this jealousy energy is not necessary, because all it does is kind of makes you feel like you are lacking in something, and you'll get more of that lack kind of vibration around you. So whatever anybody else has, you can have. So if they got serenity and calm, or a different kind of relationship with the Most High, or a different kind of relationship with family members, or whatever it is that you may feel like you don't have, whatever they have, you can. And that's about you committing to yourself, committing to that self-care journey, committing to your healing journey, committing to releasing and healing those traumas. And I love the fact that you are actually committed to self. So once you are committed and devoted to that, this kind of energy ain't necessary, and it will not be a thing at all. So it's not a biggie, it's something that you are working through. So the main message is obstacles and blocks are lifted. All your good personal work and positive energy shifts have overcome previous obstacles, and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement in your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. That's more in alignment. Like, I feel like for some of you, you're going through that. Cool. And this could actually even apply to this group as well. It could just be across the board, but I feel like this commitment and devotion to what you believe, who you are, and kind of decide, going, exploring the different versions of you, the different parts of your being. And I love the fact that the obstacles are being lifted, because you are putting in the work. Like I said, you've got a lot on your plate. You are trying to juggle. You're trying to be there for those around you. You're trying to show up for work. You're trying to do this thing. You're trying to chase the bag as well. You're trying to keep yourself level and support everyone around you. So there's a lot going on. So I'm happy to see that things are moving out of the way for you. And if you are not seeing this as yet, it's coming. So like I was saying, possibly things might be moving out of the way, like possibly things might fall through. Don't be upset about it. That's what I meant at the top of it. And it makes sense that this is coming up, because it's talking about obstacles and blocks are being lifted. So certain obstacles might be opportunities that you think is a great opportunity, but maybe may not be, because it doesn't give you that time for the self-care and the love and the rest and rejuvenation that you need to come back bigger and stronger with a much more vim and vitality for the next thing. So be mindful of that as well. So I'm going to read it again because I just feel like it's so poignant. So obstacles and blocks are lifted. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift has overcome previous obstacles, and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement in your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. Yes, 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 yes. I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to see that, Taurus. Definitely, definitely happy to see that. Yeah, things are moving because you have been putting in effort, and don't feel like you haven't been seen. You have been seen. Okay. So I'm glad that things are moving and that you are going to be able to see the shift. You're going to see things moving in a better way, which will then inform more of that same positive high energy given to yourself type of love that's necessary. So Let's see what the love angels have to say. What are the message regarding love for Taurus, please? What is the message regarding love for Taurus, please? Okay, we've got karmic. Alright. This was a bit of a mouthful, but this was in part 1, so I will read it. And plus it's the last card, so I can afford to do that. As it's the last one. It's silly o'clock now, but I just felt the need to firstly do the live on Instagram, and then to do the part 2, because I was like, hold on, why am I on here for how long? You know. Anyway, I digress. Karmic. So, notice the karmic lesson in this situation. Some relationships are known as karmic relationships, where it is suggested 2 or more individuals come together to resolve karma. This can be in the form of karma generated in past lives or in the present life. Often, it seems where karmic connections occur, it is important for those involved to learn the lessons of the situation in order to release themselves from coming together to repeat the mistake for the first that first drew them close together. So it's like trauma bonding. You know, things might have been pretty harsh for 2 of you, and you've come together in a real dark time, and you were there for one another, but there's some learning that's necessary. So it says, when you select this card, it is a reminder from the angelic realm that when you select this card, it is a reminder from the angelic realm that in situations where events appear to have brought you together, to bring you and another, or you and several others together in order to forgive or to sever problematic dysfunctional ties that keeps pulling you close. That when you recognize the karmic dynamic that exists, you can release yourself from the cycle and finally move forward. So once you realize what your relationship or your relationships are based around, and you can see that, you know, this is a karmic relationship. I'm learning so much, you know, I'm being tested on so many different levels. What could all of this mean? Why is things always so higgledy-piggledy or chaka-chaka? Why can't things just be smooth? When you look at the reasons that you came together, or the energy in which that you came together, and where you both were mentally and emotionally, you'll be able to understand why you were put together. So possibly if it was a thing where, you know, you came together in some type of trauma or some type of not even a dysfunction, like not even a vendetta, but you know, there's like, you know, people start relationships for many different reasons, you know, or stay in them for many different reasons. But I think sometimes you may be able to see that the relationship that you're in is there to show you that it's about that self-love and care, and that you have to start letting go of people, places, and things that don't serve, and that maybe you're too much of a people pleaser, or you worry too much about what people think, and so that you sit longer in things that you shouldn't do, and all of those things. So these relationships are here to show you more about who you are, and blocks are being removed. So yes, don't be surprised if relationships start to fall away. It's just all a part of the clearing for you. So what words of affirmation and inspiration do you have for Taurus? Make it plain, please. I just want one. Thank you. So we have spirit and soul, protection and stability in affirmation. Protection and stability affirmation. My energy is steady and stable. This allows me to make good decisions that come from a place of protection and clarity. My energy is steady and stable. This allows me to make good decisions that come from a place of protection and clarity. Yes, and that will come from the obstacles moving out of the way, your commitment to self, your commitment to the tasks that you're doing. I love that. Protection and stability. One more time. My energy is stable. My energy is steady and stable. This allows me to make good decisions that come from a place of protection and clarity. I love it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. Oh, all right. Big up yourselves, Taurus. That is the end of the readings. That is all 12 signs. I keep forgetting why I don't necessarily do 12 signs in one sitting because it's long. That's why it got broke into 2 parts. But I love reading the energy. I absolutely love reading the energy. And I kind of miss doing the individuals. I may bring them back, but it's sort of based on engagement kind of with my page. So please like, share, subscribe and comment. Get subscribing. I think when I have more engagement, I'll feel more compelled to do the more individual readings like I was doing when I first started. But it can be very energetically taxing to do so many readings. I've got a small little one now, so sometimes it's like, I can't sit down there for many hours doing readings, and maybe no one may see that reading. But then also in the flip side of that is I enjoy readings, and it's really for me to get out my gift and to get out the things that I'm being told to say. So you may well see me do them back again, irrespective of views, although that's a part of my journey. It's actually kind of balancing that sort of notion of, is it really necessary, to keep posting if the engagement isn't all that. But when the messages resonate with the people and I get that confirmation, that's all I need. I just need to know that I've done my bit. So we shall see. I'll work through it, as you can see. But yeah, I am trying to grow this page. So tell a friend to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're up to time when the videos do land. And yeah, I look forward to connecting to you. All the information for your personal readings are in the description box below. I look forward to connecting with you, and yeah, big up yourselves. Later, my listens.